but that's
There's
not
nothing wrong with being
that's
weak. You know, a pyramid, like everybody cannot be the CEO. There's people at every single level. So yes, some people are weaker than others. And some people can stomach the heartache. Some people can stomach taking an L after L after L after L until they finally understand where they're making the decision wrong to get that L so they can turn that L to a W. Some people learn from their L's. They take it as a lesson. Some people just take L's and then they just give up. That is what I'm talking about. That is weak.
is so is taking L's not a part of being a masculine man?
No, no, it's absolutely a part of being a masculine man. It's part of the journey. It's part of the
You learn
process. You
from and
can't
you
be a
learn from it.
masculine man if you don't take L's. You can't
Right.
just win
So
all the
that's
time.
exactly. So and that's to that
Giving
extent,
up.
I do agree with Manic in that case. If just because you had some bad experiences, you decide, oh, I'll give up on dating, I'm gonna just spend the rest of my life by myself, and that's your reasoning behind it, then in my opinion, yeah, you're a weak man,
Yeah.
because what manhood is, you know what I'm saying, is you working through whatever trials and tribulations that you're
Facts.
faced with and standing 10 toes down, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying, and making shit
I,
happen.
I
I kind
love, I love, I love how we just glossed over it and said men had some bad experiences. But let me tell you a little bit about these bad experiences, right? I'm talking about getting divorced, losing your life, right? Everything that you've earned, right?
Hmm.
Losing your children, getting them taken away from you, having custody battles, right? Getting
Hmm.
heartbroken, going into a relationship in good faith and getting your heart ripped out. These are not just
Okay.
bad experiences. This
Hmm.
is like real life. This is what
So
happens to people,
so
right?
you're gonna give
So
up? So
it's
are we
not just,
telling men to give up?
I'm not telling men to give up, but I wouldn't call them weak because of it.
All right, hold tight, y'all. Let me get Kenny in there, and then let's go ahead and shut the mic. 'Cause I know Kenny has something to say. Go ahead, Kenny, and then we'll go to Marcus and Hank and Shannon.
If you flip that coin, and this may be touchy, now put a woman in that position. I no longer want to deal with men, DV, you know, things of that nature, horrible interactions. Now I go to the other side. So they're weak for doing that as well.
Yeah.
Are you asking me a question specifically or no?
Yes.
Okay,
Are
what
they
was the
weak
question?
for
You
doing
said
that as well?
men who go through divorce and they lose
No, you're
their
not.
shit.
Let me repeat it.
Yeah.
Flip the coin.
Hmm.
Now put a woman in that. You say a woman, DV, whatever, she's been through horrible experiences with men, care to dabble on the other side. Is she also weak for giving up on us?
Absolutely. If that's what she wants. If she wants men and she's giving up, that's weak.
Hmm.
All right,
It's
go
weak
ahead,
as
Marcus.
hell. It's weak as hell.
Y'all funny. Uh, uh, does love make you more masculine? Okay, so I think it's kind of a trick question because I think love and hate can make you more masculine. They can also make you less masculine, right? Because, for example, I was talking about when I ran into a building that was crashing down to try and save somebody's life, and instead of me feeling like I'm ready to throw my life away and just try and save these people, the entire time I was worried about something hitting me and me dying, and that was going to take me away from my kids. I really felt like I was cheating on my family in that moment. So in the ability, the love made me weaker in a sense, because I still ran in there, but the fact that I had to think about it, the fact that it was like pushing me to, is this the right thing to do? When I know it was the right thing to do, but but the 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 not being there for my family would have me second guess something that would typically be defined as being hyper masculine, or being at any moment ready to be in a shootout or whatever. When you think about the people you love, it can remove you from being in that space. So it makes you weaker in the sense of some of the things that's contributed to being masculine, such as courage, daring, um, some of those things. But full circle, it makes you stronger because it makes you a more rounded man. Because of the when you able to love, then you can experience other aspects of masculinity that may not have been nurtured the same way, so they can grow too. So it's kind of double edged. I see what both of y'all saying. And I think hate work the same way, because it can motivate you to be more courageous. Because to be a suicide deleter, that's some courageous stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you hate something and love something so much you're willing to go do that. So I honestly see both y'all points.
And that's why I said I think that hate and love is it's essentially the same thing. The only way that you can hate something is if you love it to an extent. Yeah, I have to love this enough to hate it. You know, that's my perspective of it. That's the only way that somebody can carry out hatred in that manner.
I could love Viz, I could love my people enough to hate the opposite group, and I definitely ain't got no love for the opposite group of people.
But
I just want to get some context on what was stated with Trev. I didn't understand. I don't think I clearly understood what he was saying. I didn't know you were saying that you were going, the scenario you gave was that the man was going to be done with relationships altogether and never pursue another relationship based on the failed relationship. I thought you were just talking about, okay, the current relationship I'm in, shit didn't work out, I'm out. I didn't know you were talking about, okay, I'm never going to pursue a relationship again. Okay, I can agree to that makes you weak. But as far as if you're in a relationship and you're making a sound judgment based on your own or your own interests or the interests of both of y'all, sometimes people break up because both parties are suffering. I don't call that weak, because then you can
wouldn't call that weak either.
You could still go and find a meaningful connection or a meaningful relationship in the future. It's nothing wrong with making the sound judgment to get yourself out of a situation. And it ain't got to be necessarily relationships. It could be work. It can be confrontation with somebody. I mean, it's just you being able to have enough emotional intelligence to know being self-aware and know what's best for you.
Yeah.
Manic, you said that you don't call that weak, but that's a contradiction to what you said earlier. You even said that the woman that gives up on her man, she's weak.
No. I said no. The context of the question that was phrased to me, or as I understood it, was a woman who gives up on mankind because she's had such bad relationships and goes to a different.
Okay, that's how you took it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
No, somebody who gets out of a relationship. Yeah. No, that would be a contradiction. Somebody who gets out of a relationship because it no longer fits them, that's not weak. That's just called understanding. That's growth. That's, having good discernment, realizing that, hey, this no longer suits me. This is not in my best interest. So that's never
not what Trev was saying initially, because I think we kind of twisted his context.
I got a question for y'all. Can love make you less masculine?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. If you don't have the emotional intelligence and you use it the wrong way and you pedestalize something and you love it so much that you are blinded in making a good decision, absolutely it will make you weak. It can make you unmasculine because you won't be moving in your masculine energy.
Okay.